$20 million for this hand-launched drone. After a resounding success of the Ukrainian forces in holding off the Russian forces, the US thinks it's finally time to move from just defending to maybe attacking, which is why the US started making customized weaponry specifically for Ukraine. Welcome to Drone Zone, the channel that brings you the latest, most exciting news and info about drones. In today's video, we talk about the latest drone to join the Ukrainian fleet, so make sure to stay till the end of the video to know how it compares to the Switchblade. The US Department of Defense has awarded AeroVironment the first contract from the $300 million Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative budget. The contract is worth $19.7 million and is for the purchase of a small hand-launched surveillance drone known as the RQ-20 Puma AE. The grant was awarded on April 12th, just days after the Defense Department announced that it would get into a contract with the defense sector to purchase equipment for Ukraine. In contrast, other recent military aid packages have included equipment taken from pre-existing US military supplies. This was done to conserve funds. In addition, the contract calls for reconnaissance surveillance and target acquisition kits, an initial spares package, contractor logistics support, and new equipment training for Ukraine. The work is expected to be completed by May 30th. According to a datasheet provided by the corporation, the drone has a range of about 12 miles and a battery that allows it to fly for more than 3 hours. It has a wingspan of about 9 feet and weighs 14 pounds, with an electro-optical and infrared camera and illuminator mounted on a mechanically gimbaled payload. AeroVironment designed and built the Pointer Upgraded Mission Ability All-Environment or Puma AE, a small unmanned aircraft system, with the RQ-20B being an upgrade to the system's Block 2 version. The Unmanned Aerial System or UAS was designed to perform a variety of tasks, including maritime patrol, search and rescue or SAR, counter-illicit trafficking and tactical intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance and targeting or ISRT. It can be operated from a wide range of naval platforms such as patrol ships, guided missile destroyers and transport vehicles. In addition, the drone can be used for land-based operations. The US Navy tested an RQ-20B aerial system aboard a Flight 1 guided missile destroyer DDG class in August of 2016. AeroVironment's precision recovery system for the RQ-20B was included in these tests. In these tests, the Unmanned Aerial System or UAS was put through its strides so that its capabilities in a maritime setting could be assessed. The US Special Operations Command was the first to receive the Puma AE in its basic form for testing and evaluation purposes in 2008. Its improved variant, designated RQ-20A Puma AE, is currently in use by the United States Navy Expeditionary Combat Command Coastal Riverine Forces, the United States Marine Corps, the United States Army, and a few other nations worldwide. AeroVironment unveiled the RQ-20B in October 2013 with several improvements over its predecessor, the RQ-20A, and the US Navy conducted flight tests of the UAV from the USS Monsoon coastal patrol ship in August 2016. A ground control station, payloads, and an unmanned aerial vehicle comprise the RQ-20B Puma AE unmanned aerial system. The lightweight airframe and reinforced shell fuselage of the UAV improve the vehicle's aerodynamic capability. The drone is 1.4 meters long, weighs about 6.3 kilograms, and is simple enough for 2 people to assemble and fly. It can be launched quickly from a variety of naval warships using either the hand launch or the rail launch method. It can also function independently by navigating through predefined waypoints using a GPS-based precise inertial navigation system. AeroVironment's precision recovery mechanism allows the unmanned aerial vehicle or UAV to automatically land into a net on the flight deck of the launch vessel. The IR camera system and illuminator are housed in a lightweight mechanically stabilized gimbal payload pod installed beneath the fuselage of the UAV. During the day and night, the camera system reveals the target's location as well as digital high-definition imagery and video. You can help us create digital high-definition imagery and video, aka videos, by subscribing to our channel. It can carry extra payloads such as a laser marking system, communications relay, and geolocation sensor in the underwing transit bay, which is an optional feature. The RQ-20B Puma AE unmanned aerial system is operated and controlled from the launch ship's command and control system. The UAV's real-time ISRT data is sent to the command and control server, as well as the operator's communications network via a secure digital data link designed by AeroVironment. The RQ-20B has an improved propulsion system that allows it to operate at higher altitudes and in more difficult climatic conditions. The propulsion system, which consists of a two-bladed propeller installed in tractor mode, is powered by a long-lasting battery. The drone can travel between 20k and 45k and send telemetry data over a distance of 15 kilometers. It can fly at an altitude of 500 feet and has a flight time of more than 3 hours. Intelligent battery alternatives for the RQ-20B are available for increased capability across a wide range of missions. The $300 million package is set to also include the AeroVironment-made Switchblade unmanned aircraft, armored Humvees, laser-guided rocket systems, night vision devices, and ammunition. Also included are secure communication systems, machine guns, and commercial satellite imagery services. According to Reuters, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced in March that the U.S. Department of Defense will provide Ukraine with 2 variants of the Switchblade missile, one of which will be equipped with an anti-armor warhead. It was announced by the House Armed Services Committee of the United States of America that the Switchblade 600 and 300 will move as quickly as possible. Ukrainians are expected to quickly deploy the first 100 systems that are being provided to them. The top American commander in Europe, Air Force Commander Todd Walters, told Congress, "I'm confident that once we receive the first shipment of the drones, Ukrainians will immediately request additional supplies." A senior U.S. official declined to reveal where in the U.S. the Ukrainians are receiving training or to provide any other details on the various weapon systems on which they're being trained, in a statement released on Wednesday. According to a number of senior officials, the use of drones will significantly alter the course of this conflict. Another significant weapon included in that package would be the Switchblade Drone with both its 300 and 600 variants. Both drones have the same purpose of exploding instantly on contact, destroying whatever it is they land on, but also differ a lot. The length of the blade differs noticeably between the Switchblade 300 and the Switchblade 600. Despite the fact that they can both be carried by one person, a 300, for example, weighs only 5.5 pounds and can be carried in a backpack. Despite the fact that they are both simple to use, the missile itself in the 600 weighs 33 pounds, plus the components required for transporting it weigh a significant amount more. As a result, the 600 is significantly heavier than the 300. In contrast to other reconnaissance drones, the Switchblade 300 is equipped with a small explosive payload that's most likely to be used to target individuals or unsecured weaponry such as mortar launchers or machine gun emplacements that are vulnerable to enemy fire. The larger Switchblade 600 has an anti-armor warhead payload that allows it to be effective against armored vehicles as well as other large targets. Another crucial feature of the Switchblades is that when the human in command of the Switchblade realizes that the weapon no longer has a target, he or she can order the weapon to be called off and recovered from the battlefield. This is a significant advantage of the Switchblade. According to the Switchblade 600 brochure, the weapon is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The Pentagon has admitted that the US provided Switchblade training to a very limited number of Ukrainian service members. According to reports, those forces were already stationed in the United States prior to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Since February 24th, the US has provided Ukrainian forces with security assistance totaling $2.6 billion, the majority of which came from existing US military stocks. Despite the fact that the Pentagon and industry are struggling to figure out how to increase production in order to continue supplying Ukraine, the United States, and other allies, AeroVironment told Defense News earlier this month that it has spare capacity for the Puma and Switchblade. That's it for today's video. Let me know if you think this will affect Russia at all during the war. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video just like I've enjoyed making it, and make sure to comment with any future videos that you're interested in watching. I'll be seeing you all soon, but until then, watch this video to learn more about how the US's Switchblade suicide drones are shifting the war balance. And as always, subscribe or crash.